$50 billion mistake that killed Blockbuster. A true story of success, overconfidence, and one decision that changed entertainment forever. A meeting that changed history. It was the year 2000. Inside a quiet conference room, a struggling startup made an unbelievable offer to the biggest movie rental company in America. The startup wasn't asking for billions of dollars. It simply wanted to be acquired. The asking price was just $50 million. To Blockbuster's executives, the offer seemed almost laughable. They believed they were looking at a tiny business with no future. So they said, no. They had no idea that this single decision would become one of the greatest business mistakes in history. The king of movie rentals. Long before Netflix, there was only one place families visited every Friday night. Blockbuster. Walking into one of its stores felt magical. Thousands of movies lined the shelves. Children rushed toward the cartoon section while adults searched for the newest releases. By the late 1990s, Blockbuster had grown into an empire with more than 9,000 stores and around 60,000 employees. To the world, it looked unstoppable, the hidden problem. But every empire has a weakness. For Blockbuster, it was late fees. If customers returned a movie late, they paid extra money. Those fees generated hundreds of millions of dollars every year. But they also created frustration. Without realizing it, Blockbuster was giving customers a reason to search for something better. Sometimes, the biggest threat to a company comes from the way it treats its own customers. Two men with a crazy idea. Hundreds of miles away in California, two entrepreneurs believed there had to be a better way. Reed Hastings and Mark Randolph imagined renting movies without late fees. No driving across town. No waiting in long lines. Just DVDs delivered straight to your home. Most people thought the idea would never work. But every great revolution begins with an idea that sounds impossible. The $50 million offer. By the year 2000, Netflix was struggling. Money was running out. The founders decided to make one final attempt to save the company. They approached Blockbuster with an offer. By Netflix, for $50 million. To Netflix, it was a chance to survive. To Blockbuster, it wasn't worth considering. The day they said no, the meeting didn't last very long. Blockbuster's executives believed Netflix wasn't a serious competitor. They saw a tiny company that mailed DVDs through the post. They couldn't imagine that this small startup would one day change the entire entertainment industry. The offer was rejected. The meeting ended. History quietly changed direction. The streaming revolution. Netflix didn't give up. Instead, it kept improving. Then came the biggest turning point. Streaming. Instead of waiting for DVDs to arrive in the mail, people could watch movies instantly over the internet. Entertainment had entered a new era. While Blockbuster focused on the present, Netflix was building the future. Blockbuster fights back. Eventually, Blockbuster realized the danger. The company removed late fees. It launched online rentals. It even tried its own streaming service. But by then, Netflix had already captured millions of loyal customers. Sometimes realizing the problem is not enough. Sometimes, it's simply too late. The fall of a giant. One store closed. Then another. Soon, thousands disappeared. Customers stopped coming. Revenue collapsed. In 2010, Blockbuster filed for bankruptcy. An empire that once dominated home entertainment had fallen. Not because people stopped loving movies, but because the future arrived faster than Blockbuster expected. What they lost. The company Blockbuster refused to buy for $50 million. Went on to become one of the most valuable entertainment companies in the world. That decision has often been described as one of the costliest missed opportunities in modern business history. One meeting, one decision, a lesson that business leaders still study today. The lesson. This story isn't really about Blockbuster. It's about every person, every company, and every leader. Success can make us comfortable. Comfort can make us blind. The world keeps changing whether we're ready or not. Those who keep learning survive. Those who stop adapting are eventually left behind. The end. The story of Blockbuster reminds us that history is rarely changed by a single dramatic moment. Sometimes, it changes with one quiet decision inside a meeting room. The next great opportunity may not look impressive today. The question is, will we recognize it before someone else does? Like, share and subscribe for the next